Oh, we live, baby. We live. What's up, bros with mics? I'm Tom.
Hey, I'm Cody.
What's up, big dog? How goes it, man?
Bro, it's
Man, it's crazy weekend. But before we get into it, because we always end up saying at the end, and I know a lot of people only watch the first few minutes of our videos. So I kind of wanted to get into it and give a little shout out on our Facebook page. Somebody shot us a message, man. And I love to see messages. I love to see the comments. I love it. I love interacting. So many people want to get in here with us. But from a Mr. Ward, he said, the best sports show I've seen in a long time. Thank you. Man, we appreciate the comments. We see it. We will get back to you as soon as possible, and we're grateful that we can get in the comments at this early in the stage, man, that people are actually interacting with us. So we're so grateful for that, and we thank you for taking the time out of your day just to give us a little holler, man. We're grateful for it. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. We do appreciate it. And you know, anyway, like I was saying, SEC is definitely in shambles right now. And I wanted to say, I'm not letting it go. I just
He's
wanted to
not
say,
letting it
but you
go.
gotta think though, you said LSU took a loss, Florida took a loss, Tennessee took a loss, Bama took a loss. So it's
Mhm.
what, 4 teams out of the SEC in the top 25. The only teams in the top 25 that have losses are SEC opponents.
Yeah, our
So
SEC teams, yeah.
or yeah, SEC team. Sorry.
Mhm.
So tell me how you don't think that the SEC is the third best conference right now, as week 4 is coming
I
along.
mean, that kind of in and of itself speaks for itself that we can have multiple one-loss teams and still be in the top 25 shows a pattern of dominance that the SEC has fostered and created. That even at our lowest point, we eat each other up. Like the king
False.
rat, the king rat is going to come out of the SEC. So much so that the ESPN, the poll people, they all see that greatness still lies within the SEC at the end of the day.
Do you
But like I
not?
said, right now,
Okay.
I do agree with you that we might not be the best conference at this moment. We got a lot
Third
of figuring
best.
out to do. Losing those quarterbacks, we lost some elite quarterbacks. Steady B, Hendo,
And
Bryce
I've
Young. Those are big quarterbacks to lose, and your programs are going to show some effective, like be affected by those losses.
and I've said this from the first couple podcasts. I was like, the SEC is not going to be good this year. I didn't say good this year. I said they're going to have to figure it out. And when I
Mhm.
said they're going to have to figure it out, it's kind of just like, bro, y'all lost. It's not that you like Georgia's defense still good. They had to replace Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett wasn't the greatest quarterback, but
Perfect for the system.
he was a good quarterback for the system. He didn't make too many mistakes, which is what you need most of the time. Like that's all
Yeah,
you need. So I don't know. I just think that the Pac-12 is better. I think the Big Ten is better, and
and it's
and,
argument, and I get your argument with that.
and I
I
could
mean,
argue the ACC and almost. I
almost,
almost.
almost. If they didn't have only really one or two good teams, really one great team that's Florida State making it happen. I don't see Duke really competing outside of the league. I don't see Clemson outside of North Carolina. Like you said, I don't see them outside of the ACC still having the same type of dominance they have. That's the only reason I wouldn't put them up there. But you see Texas coming over that crossover, the Big Ten making it happen. You see Utah, the Pac-12 coming over, crossing over and getting those wins. So at this point in time, I do
At
agree
this
with
point
you.
in time, at this point
I
in
do
time,
agree with you. At this point in time, I do agree with you. I'm not even going to argue it like you're incorrect. You're wrong.
I mean, it's
But
no
I do
arguments
agree
to be
with it.
made.
I do agree with it.
I do feel like I do feel as if what you said was kind of true too. The SEC teams can come in here and have a one loss
Yeah.
and still be so far as week 3 has just ended and still be top 25. But I don't like none of the one loss teams besides LSU. That's the only
Yeah.
team that I like right now. Besides,
Yeah. Even my balls right now, man. I didn't want to record that one last night because I didn't want to come in emotional with it. But now I'm on the outside looking back in, and I see it for what it is in the grand scheme of things. Like it was a rough game. We went to a rough place to play down in the swamp. It's not an easy place to play at any stadium at night, and the swamp is one of the arguably hardest stadiums to play in at night. And we just they got our ticket there. But we managed to stay in the top 23. I mean, top 25 at number 23. We got Florida at 25 still. So I'm not too upset about it. As we push through here, do you want to show your top 25 or do you want to just go through what they have already out here in the top 25. How do you want to do this?
So right now I'm gonna post the top 25 that's already made.
Yeah,
And
like the actual official one.
the official top 25,
Yeah.
and I got it right here. So what I was working on, big dog. So, oh Lord, all right,
Oh
here we go.
Lord, oh Lord, we don't need that. Let's do it ourselves. There it is.
All right, so this is the top 25 as of right now.
Yeah.
Um,
If you want to post
uh,
that, I can find one where it's like just the thing, so we got the extra words on the side. If you want to do that,
I mean it's
or
cool. They should be able to see this.
yeah,
And I can read it off.
yeah,
So right now the top 25 has Florida 25. Then you have Iowa, Tennessee, UCLA, Washington State, Miami, Colorado 19, Duke, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Oregon State, Bama 13, LSU 12. We got Utah 11, and
Oregon
that
10.
and
We'll go through those if you want to push through those real quick with it.
yeah.
And how do you
So
feel about that and the grand scheme of things?
So right now, this is my take
Mhm.
as week 3 comes along, because you still have ball to be played. So me personally, I'd have Florida in front of Tennessee because both of these teams do have 1 losses, and one of the team has a loss to the other team. Is that, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
That makes sense. Okay, so Florida has a loss to Utah, Tennessee has a loss to Florida, but right now I would put Tennessee behind Florida. I don't love Florida at all.
yeah.
I'm not,
And the only reason I wouldn't, I argue that one only because, like last year, for example, when people put, oh, Tennessee beat Alabama, Alabama's still better than Tennessee because of the environmental factors. We were at home at night in their stadium, so it gives you that advantage. You have a home field advantage. Your crowd's rocking and rolling. You're more inclined to win after having a home field advantage. So Florida showed their true colors. They're not
but
great. I mean, they were great in the second, but the rest of the game, I mean, it was kind of back and forth with it.
do
So
you
that's the only reason I wouldn't quite put them over there. Is because one great game doesn't mean you great. That's like saying South Carolina was a great team. They beat Tennessee and Clemson last year.
Do
They
you
weren't
not?
great.
Do you not? And you said that last night about Florida showing their true colors against Tennessee after the game was ended. I'm gonna get back to that in a second. But what I'm saying is, Tennessee didn't lose close to Florida as Bama lost close to Tennessee last year, right? So Bama took that loss to Tennessee last year, and it was really close game, like a nail
Well, it
biter.
was at the end close, but if we look at some point in time, Tennessee was up by 2, 3 score or 2 scores at some point in time in that game. You know what I'm saying? So
No, they wasn't.
I thought at one point in time we went up because we came out.
Hell no.
No, I'll find
Y'all was
the
up.
box scores on
No,
that game.
yeah, y'all was up 7-6 because Florida had a block field
No,
goal.
I'm talking about Tennessee, Alabama.
Oh, okay. My
Yeah,
bad.
no.
I was like,
No.
no.
I'm talking about Tennessee, Alabama. No, at no point in time we were up 7, came out the gate firing. They got the 6, and then they missed it, and then we kept them up,
Yeah.
and then
So I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda. At the end of the
yeah.
day, do I think Florida's better than Tennessee? No, I don't think they are personally, but I do think that because they both have 1 loss and one team beat the other, then the other team should be above. Like, I mean, I just feel like that's how it should be. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it all work itself out. So I guess it's just an argument for an argument at this point. But you said Tennessee or Florida. The Florida Gators showed their true colors last night against Tennessee, and
Yeah, at the end, right there, they wanted that the whole time. That's what they wanted.
So
We
this
seen the Netflix series. We seen Florida True Colors. We know who they are deep down inside.
okay. So as I recall, I don't know if y'all watched the game, but as I recall, Florida takes a knee at the end of the game to end the game versus Tennessee last night, and a Tennessee player comes up to Florida and punches him.
He didn't punch him. He did not punch him. What happened was he took the knee and a hit came in because he's already in the hitting motion. By the time he took the knee,
Why are you hitting?
It was a slight late hit. I mean, he was
But why are
already
you
in the motion.
hitting? You're done.
No,
y'all are cooked.
Hold on, no, the game is still going. The whistle it ain't 0-0 yet. Now you played to the final whistle. So
if it was the other
0-0
way around, you would have had a problem about it.
It wasn't 0-0 yet. Hey man,
But y'all lost.
Hey, what did they say when you touch? Protect yourself at all times.
No.
That's what it was.
Tennessee did.
But that was a football play versus a mixed martial arts play. That's a totally different.
Okay, but
you see big dudes squaring up.
The unsportsmanlike came from unnecessary roughness. Unnecessary roughness.
That's part of the game.
But why are you having unnecessary roughness? It's 29-16. We're kneeing the ball out. It's the last knee of the game, matter of
Hey,
fact.
games can go crazy. 16 points can flip it. What if he fumbled it? Boom, we get it back. We got 4 seconds. We pull a Georgia Tennessee Hail Mary or something crazy. Hey, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Okay,
Tennessee out here short days.
They should have hit him late. You're right. I mean, and we shouldn't have called the timeout at that moment. But at the end of the day, you still show your character. You don't go out there and start throwing bows afterwards. But I digress. We went over that game. This is about the top 25 pushing through, and at this moment, we are still better than Florida on the in the grand scheme of things, and we got to keep proving it. We got some opponents we both played together, and we'll prove who should really be on top of the SEC East. I mean, it's only time will tell. But other than that, I don't mind the rest of the list too bad, too much, really.
I don't. Okay, so just to kind of escape through everything, I don't like this list, and it's going down right now. So, what I do want to show,
yeah, go ahead and take this.
Yeah, I don't like that list. I really don't, and I'm gonna give you my top 25, and not to go like crazy in depth about it, but I just want to share that.
Let's give him a few minutes and let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Let's chew these words up, masticate these words, eat them up and spit them back out. Let these people know that you're taking a million years to bring the list up.
Oh, well, actually,
proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Hey, look,
what are we doing?
Actually, you remember last time we did this, and that was like, you have to download the list. And do all this.
No, it's all right. So while you download it, I can still chat about the current environment of the SEC. Man, we really are in shambles. I understand what they were saying. I get where you're coming from at this point in time, and we see it with Alabama, first time being out of the AP top 10 in a long time. 128 games or poll appearances that they've been in the top 10. I thought they should have been out after the Texas loss. I mean, but ESPN now their weakness is undeniable. So I'm glad they're finally out of top 10. Like I said, Saban is on that decline of his apex. I don't care what anybody else is saying. That's not the same Alabama we've seen. They haven't even got a quarterback to play with. They might as well go and hit the transfer portal and take Joe Milton while you're at it. I'm just kidding. It's just
they still want to have a quarterback.
Come on, though. Don't do a man like that. Don't do him like that. That's messed up. But we got your list up. Let's push it through real quick and let's see what you got here.
Yeah. So right now, got 25. Clemson.
You love Clemson, bro. You really do.
I have Clemson 25 because their comeback win after that loss against Duke. Mm-hmm. Bro, this is the thing. Clemson 25, look at how everything's going to this point. You know what I mean? Like, Clemson's still a good team. They still got a good quarterback. They still got a great defense. Like, they're a good team. I think Clemson beats everybody on the list to 20. Besides maybe Tennessee.
If we get our stuff together, we play. That's the thing. They got
that's the thing. Clemson plays kind of like Florida, though. So, like, I don't know if I can say that. But, I mean, the reason why I have Clemson, and Clemson, that will work itself out this next week with Clemson playing Florida State. But right now I have Clemson 25. I got Iowa, and Florida State didn't look great. But I got Iowa 24. I got Tennessee 23. I got 22 Florida. I got 21 UCLA and 20 Duke.
Okay. I don't disagree with it at the current moment. Those 5 right there, not at all.
I mean, they and that's the thing.
And we deserve to be there. All those school, 1, 2, 3 of those teams right there. I mean, deserve to be right there for sure. Now they can all crawl their way back up. It doesn't. Being down here doesn't necessarily mean you're stuck right there. But I agree with it.
Okay, so 19, I have Washington State. 18, Miami. 17, I got North Carolina. 16, I got Oregon State. 15, I got Ole Miss.
Okay. I think Ole Miss going to be a team to watch out for in the West right now. Them, LSU, those are 2 teams to watch out for. I thought for a split second Arkansas was going to be that team. And I was like, before the game started, I said, you know what?
Did they lose to BYU?
Yes, they lost.
BYU's not a bad team, too.
Yeah, no, and I thought Arkansas was going to make something shake, and they disappointed me. So back to bacon bits you go, Hog Nation.
I mean, I think that 19 through 15.
Yeah,
I like Miami probably the most out of those teams.
Mm-hmm.
Or I said No, I say probably Ole Miss than Miami.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ole Miss, like I said, this list is going to break down so much by next week.
Yeah, that's when it gets nitty gritty with a lot of these
Yeah.
teams who really get deep in the conference
So
play.
you got 14, 15 on my list. You have 14 Alabama, 15 Ole Miss, and they play each other next week. So 14 Alabama, 13 Utah, 12 LSU, 11 Oklahoma, 10 I have Oregon.
And I agree with it from 10 Oregon. Oregon's still doing good. Oklahoma's found their defense finally. They were looking for it. And they said, oh, here it is. Now we're going to get back to that old Oklahoma that you guys love and knew. LSU at 12. LSU looked great against Mississippi State.
They looked really
Starkville
good.
made something happen. I thought it was shaky at first, but then they let us know it was steadfast on Plymouth. Plymouth Rock didn't land on them. They landed on Plymouth. So they look good. Utah, Alabama, Ole Miss in that order. I agree with it. I have no quarrels with that.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be biased. I've said it before in a recent podcast. Oklahoma, I still got to see it. I mean, we hadn't played anybody. You look like you just farted over there.
No, I got this old man chair, so I'm trying to adjust in it. It's
back hurt.
It's just they got zero back support. As you can see, man, they just tear my spine apart. So I'm trying to adjust, and I feel like I'm broken over here.
Hey, somebody buy Tom a chair.
Go ahead, donate me a chair for this, y'all. Come on,
please. But no, like I said, Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma right now. I feel like this week against Cincinnati, we'll see a little more in depth about what our true colors are as a football team. I can't really definitively sit here and say that Oklahoma's better than LSU. I don't know, to be honest. I like LSU. I really do.
Yeah.
Like I like how they're playing, and I said that Florida State game it's a toss up because it's week one. I think LSU comes back stronger than ever, really. But right now, Oklahoma's undefeated, and LSU does have that one loss, so I have to put that out there.
Okay.
Utah still got to show me a little bit. Bama, they got to figure it out.
Bama's.
I like Oregon though, and so we got 10 Oregon, right?
Yep.
Oregon plays Colorado this week.
Yeah, Colorado. I'm not impressed, especially after that tough game against. But it is a rival, and that's one thing I will say. Rivalry games, you can't let that be a litmus test for some of these because rivalry games are just that. It's a rivalry game. You're going to bring your best foot forward with that. You know what I'm saying?
I just realized something.
What happened?
I don't have Colorado on my list. That's right. What I'm missing. I don't have Colorado on my list.
You're right. So if you had Colorado here, what Colorado?
Oh my God. I was like, where is Colorado?
Where would Colorado be at on your list? They were on here.
Bro. Okay.
So I probably have go ahead, take Clemson off.
Yeah, I probably get rid of Clemson. I probably get rid of Clemson, move everybody back one, and put Colorado
at 18. I put them where Miami's at probably after that game.
I think if Miami Colorado played, I don't see Colorado beat Miami or Washington State. I probably put them at 19 and put Washington State at 20, but those can flip. I probably put them at 20 and put, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, they deserve to be after double overtime win.
Yeah,
but they also lost a star player early in the game with a dirty, grindy hit. You want to talk about late hits? That was like one of those like, "What's up? I'm here," like intentional type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But push it through. I like it from 9 Washington, 8 Ohio, 7 Notre Dame, and 6 Penn. I think they all deserve to be right there because they haven't started playing each other yet. But
I really like Washington out of that list, though. I think
I like Washington. I have no issue. I say they're going to be the one. No, it's Washington State. I said who's going to be one to get a sneak win and mess them up a little bit over there. That's what I was thinking of.
Nah, I like Washington right now. They are rolling, son. They are rolling. Even though I kind of compared Washington to Oklahoma as far as their win goes against Tulsa last week, which was Washington, I think they beat, it was 43-45 to 10, and then Oklahoma was 66-17. I kind of, looking at those wins, I guess I like Oklahoma just because they put up more points.
Yeah.
And that is a in-state rival, so they probably played harder for that game.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll take Oklahoma right there, but still, apples to apples at the end of the day. But yeah, I got 5 USC, 4 Florida State, 3 Texas, 2 Michigan, and 1 Georgia. And I want to say that Texas was 2, last week on my list, and I want to move those 2 back Texas and Florida State, just because of those. Like the score wasn't close with the Texas game, but the game was close.
We
You know
saw
what I
it.
mean?
We
Yeah,
saw them Cowboys come down there and they handle business. They showed y'all who the true Cowboys are right there. You got the win, but they might have won the war right there. You won that
yeah,
battle, but they won the war to show a little bit of exposure right there. But they did the same thing with Texas Tech, if I'm not mistaken. They'll let y'all know them Cowboys ain't nothing to be trifled with over there in Old
yeah,
Laramie. But
yeah. So
that
I
was a good
mean,
list. Not to keep it too long, short, sweet, to the point. You got any other comments for your folks out there who are a little worried or on your end are probably really not that worried for Oklahoma right now? They're probably pretty excited. Y'all have a cake
um,
schedule from here on out. You hit Texas, not gonna lie.
I mean, we still gotta see Cincinnati's undefeated.
Yeah.
We still gotta see a few undefeated schools on this list as far as Week 4 approach. Cincinnati's still undefeated. We play them next week. I think that'll be a game where we can kind of tell what shape we're in.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a lot of injuries though, and that's kind of worrisome.
Mm-hmm.
Like starters, like key starters actually. But not to get it confused, and this is pretty much all I gotta say. We was 3-0 last year.
Yeah.
And we ended 6-7.
Yeah, you're
So,
right.
so until I see us,
You gotta
my
get a true
plan,
test.
yeah, and I think this will be our first kind of like true test, which it ain't the greatest test, but it's the test. They're still undefeated, Cincinnati. I gotta see us be undefeated come Texas week,
Yeah.
October
From the
7th.
Red River Battle
Yeah,
Rivalry, whatever
I
they want to call it now.
if I would feel like if we're undefeated by Texas week, I think we're undefeated after the Texas
Okay.
week, no matter what happens in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my point right now with Oklahoma. I love us. I love where we're at. I love how they're keeping us out of the loop, which I don't blame them. We were 3-0 last year, like I said. But, we'll see how it plays out, and I'm excited for this week. I am.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to get our stuff back together, man. We're coming back home on this next one. So next two games are home games, guys. So don't like I said last night, don't throw the baby out the bathwater right now. I understand. I see your comments. I'm on those sites. The few I ain't banned from, I am on there. And I see what
Why
you
are you
say.
banned?
I don't know. I went on one Vol Nation and they just banned me for some reason. I don't
Talking crazy.
No, I'm the person. I don't talk bad about my team. In public, you never hear me talk bad about my team. It's one thing I ain't gonna do. But I guess they just didn't like how it was. What Butch Jones said, it's time for him to go. But no, but no, man. I think we're gonna be all right. UTSA next week coming to town. Pack the
Easy
stadium
win.
back out. Show the support for the team. There's no reason for us to be out there calling for people's heads. They really, really gotta take some time. What were you saying?
No, that's a good. I just got to stay in mind. No, that's a good point. What you said will show the support for Tennessee. A lot of times, people out there, if you are listening, a lot of times you don't realize the damage that a crowd control has on a football team. That messes up with recruiting. That messes up with culture. It's a lot of things that go into it. So you know what I mean. Like I see all the time on these Instagram pages, people commenting, "Oh, our defense is trash," or "We're trash," and da this, and somebody needs to be starting over somebody. It was Iowa's quarterback. The head coach came in after the press conference and they said, I'm just going to say it. He said, I'm just going to say it. I don't like the fact that our fans was booing our quarterback.
Yeah.
Like he's our quarterback. And Oklahoma did that to Spencer Rattler. I don't like that, bro. Like these are kids at the end of the day. And I get you may not like them, but you ain't got to boo the kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, they're players. Yes, we do hold them to higher standard because of what the position they are in. And now you're held to even higher standard because you're getting paid to be in that. So I understand your frustration. But if the coach is doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he should be, this is not a Adrian Peterson type situation where he's like, no, you're not going to compete. We're going to stay loyal to so and so. No, everybody has a chance to compete. If the guy you wanted to start was competing at the level he should be competing, guess what? He will be starting. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. So to go ahead and call people's head at this point in the season, if the coach knows what he's doing, and he should be, if they're head coach at this point at elite schools, you should be knowing what you're doing. That guy's there for a reason. He's the best option at that moment. Now, this changes week to week, practice to practice, game to game. It does change. But at this point, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. We're not calling for Heupel's job because he ain't going anywhere. The offensive line they gotta get some pep to him, man. They gotta in our defensive line was Cupcake to be one of the top like run stopping teams. We sure couldn't stop a run right there at all. So be prepared, guys. Show up, show out. And like I always keep saying, I'm going to be there for the South Carolina game. I'm trying to get some tailgating in. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be screaming. I'm going to be clapping for my team, and I will not boo my team. Now, I'll boo the refs. They make a bad call. Just be prepared. I will boo the heck out of a referee. But I'm not going to boo my team. I'm going to keep cheering from them. So keep your head up, Joe. It's a tough game. Lyman, keep your head up. Mays, get back in there. We got to get that strength back in the line and get that leadership back on the line right there, guys. So thank you so much again. We are Bros with Mics. You see it, and you see the new logo. I don't know
Yes,
which side
the
it's on because
logo.
it's not here right now, but you see
Should
the
be
logo.
It should be
It's on one of these
down
sides
here.
right here.
It's
It's
down
down
here
here
somewhere.
somewhere, but you
Yeah.
see it. And we're gonna get some shirts made. And to the folks who are commenting and talking to us who are asking, I'd love to get a couple shirts out to you guys. So if you
Yeah.
really want one and you kind of think it's cool and you like the logo and you want to hit me up, it's on
Man.
me. At least the first 5, it's on me.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I was gonna say too. Just to rock and get our marketing out there a little bit, y'all. We'd love to get some shirts and stuff made, just to give out. So if y'all want a t-shirt, make sure you comment down below and let us know in these videos, and that's how you win a t-shirt.
Get
Okay.
that. Just comment, share it. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or the Twitter, the X, whatever it is. Comment, share, get back to this video so we know who you are and you let us know that you're commenting. And I promise you, I will get some shirts made and I will get them out to you as soon as possible. We just want to get back to you guys, and we're so grateful for the this opportunity to even express our feelings, because we used to just talk about it with each other all the time, just calling shoot the crap with each other. So I'm glad you guys can hear our internal dialogue that we've had back and forth with each other.
Yeah. This is way too fun. So I just want to say thank you to the supporters out there. Thank you for the people that watch, even if you watch for a minute. Thank you for just clicking on the video. But I guess with that being said,
I'm out.
I'm Cody.
I'm Tom. Peace.